The following is an exclusive podcast of Stourport High School, funded by Kidderminster Academy at Kaboom Radio.
Hi, and welcome to our explosive podcast on Kaboom Radio.
I'm Katie Boom.
And I'm Elise, who's here to please.
For all you Kaboomers out there, on today's podcast we'll be laying down some awesome tracks.
Hell yeah.
And talking to you beautiful creatures about the apprenticeships at the Kidderminster Academy.
We'll be joined by several top class reporters who'll be explaining everything that you need to know about apprenticeships. But first, for all you students who have only a small time left, just remember, high school never ends.
Stourport High School and
Kaboom Radio. That was Boiling for Soup. High school never ends.
Now it's time for the first report from Alex and Mary, for the people out there who have no idea what an apprenticeship even is.
Hey, I'm Alex.
And I'm Mary. As the girl said, we're here to talk about apprenticeships.
Apprenticeships are becoming more common, but what are apprenticeships?
Basically, apprenticeships are where you study for employment, working along experienced staff to learn valuable skills.
I heard you had to be 16 or older to get an apprenticeship.
That's true. While different apprenticeships have different requirements, they all require that you must be living in England, have decent GCSE results, and be 16 or over.
Well, do you get any qualifications from it?
Because you'll be learning on the job, you can gain MVQs and other recognised work-based qualifications. If you fancy going to uni too, then you'll also find most institutions will happily offer you a place.
Don't you work at least 30 hours a week with a minimum wage of £2.60 an hour, but many employers increase your wage?
So you kind of get paid to study then?
Yeah, that's right.
Sounds good to me.
So if you want to carry on studying but also want a job, you should think about getting an apprenticeship. I've been Alex.
And I've been Mary. Back to you guys in the studio.
Stourport.
Hi!
School.
Radio!
What are you doing with your life? Sat on that computer all day again? Drinking cider at the park again?
Wrong! Haven't you heard you can learn and earn with apprenticeships? Great money, great jobs, great experience.
So are you sure you want to sit wasting your life in a computer all day? Of course you don't.
Why would you? Well, you can study anything you want at Kidderminster Academy. Electronic servicing, retail and customer service, dental nursing, fashion, hospitality and culinary arts. With apprenticeships, you can be the next Jamie Oliver, Bill Gates or even your next local dentist.
Be who you want to be.
With apprenticeship for free.
And click away from the apprenticeship at kidderminster2012.co.uk.
Stourport.
Hi.
School.
Kaboom.
Radio.
For the ones that are still alive, congratulations, you've moved on to the next level of our podcast.
So hopefully you know what an apprenticeship is, so you won't be totally lost. We're going to blast out another track for you guys now. This is a cracking song from the beautiful boys of Umi at 6. Here is Loverboy.
Kaboom Radio.
It's time for some more reportation, if that's even a word,
Well, it is now.
from the overly handsome faces of Meg and Becky.
So we'll be talking to you about the advantages of doing an apprenticeship. There are loads of great things about taking an apprenticeship. For example, why go to university and deal with stress of money and debt when you can get paid for doing something you want to do? By taking an apprenticeship, you could get a bigger chance of having a job. Because if you go to uni, you will have the theory, but if you do the apprenticeship, you will have the hands-on experience. While in an apprenticeship, you can earn between £170 and £210 per week. As your skills develop, your pay increases. You might get additional money to pay for essentials or to help you with a disability. As an apprentice, getting paid can not only make your life easier, but can also be a great confidence booster. So if you're considering having an apprenticeship, you can find out online at kidderminster2012.co.uk. Back to you guys in the studio.
That was some very sexy information, so thank you guys.
It sure is getting hot in here.
My vocabulary senses are tingling with anticipation.
So if the stress of final exams are making you numb, here's a bit of Linkin Park to put you at ease.
Stourport High School! Kaboom Radio!
Do you have any future plans for when you leave school?
Yeah, I'm going to be a world-famous fashion designer. But I don't know where to start.
I know. You can visit the website kidderminster2012.co.uk for info on the Kidderminster Academy Apprenticeships Programme, where you get the chance to learn as you earn, gain quick qualifications, and get exciting experiences.
So I can escape them crap classrooms and tiresome teachers and actually do something rewarding.
Exactly. You learn as you earn.
So it's the best of both.
Yeah.
Awesome. I'll look into that on the website kidderminster2012.co.uk.
Kaboom Radio.
Next we have Amy and Georgie to finish up the reports before the interview with Mustafa from Kidderminster Academy.
So far you have heard other reporters say about what apprenticeships are and what's good about them. But we're going to tell you what apprenticeships are on offer at the brand new Kidderminster Academy.
Are you bored of sitting in a classroom for hours? Because apprenticeships are where you not only learn new skills but also work and get paid.
You could be the next Gordon Ramsay standing in the kitchen swearing at everyone by taking a hospitality and culinary arts course.
Or be the new Gokwan by walking down the runway to a fashion apprenticeship. Those are just a couple of the apprenticeships offered at the Kidderminster Academy, but there are loads more.
Yeah, like they do retail and customer service.
And dental nursing and electronic servicing.
For extra information, go to kidderminster2012.co.uk.
Because otherwise we could be here for ages talking about the fantastic opportunities offered at Kidderminster Academy. Back to Elise and Katie.
So all you kaboomers out there now know what an apprenticeship is, what you're gaining, and the apprenticeships you can actually do.
Before the interview, we'll be playing an immense track from the Black Keys.
Stourport High School at Kaboom Radio.
Now it's the moment you've all been waiting for, I think, where all the loose ends are tied together.
And the questions you've been dying to ask will be answered in this interview with the gorgeous Georgie and the Mustafa from Kidderminster Academy.
See you in a while, my little crocodiles.
Hello, I'm Georgie Jennings from Stourport High School. Thank you for your time today. I'm sure a lot of people will benefit from listening to this interview. First question is, what is your role in the Academy at Kidderminster?
Okay, my name's Mustafa Shefket and I'm the Project Director for the Academy at Kidderminster. And what that basically means is I've got to make sure that Academy is ready for September. So from construction, the curriculum programs that we're going to run, the marketing. So I link with everybody to make sure that that Academy is up and running in September.
How is Kidderminster Academy different from other colleges?
This academy is actually sponsored by Samsung Electronics, which I'm sure you've heard of before. And the academy is linked to vocational skills. What that actually means, it's linked to employment. Students that will come to the academy will choose, hopefully, a particular specialist area that they're interested in, whether it's hospitality and culinary arts, retail, fashion, apps development, and electronic servicing, and a wide range of courses. But each of these curriculum areas are linked with employers. So pupils that come into the academy will have the opportunity to link into those areas of employment and will give them an advantage to get into employment.
Also, some really good opportunities coming up then.
Absolutely, yes.
Okay, can you tell us why people should choose apprenticeships over other more traditional routes, such as like sixth forms and colleges?
The reason apprenticeships are so important for both employers and for pupils is that we're all getting old, unfortunately, and we need the next generation of workers to come from schools. We want them to come from school straight into an apprenticeship with an employer so that they get excellent qualifications while they're working and they're earning a salary as well.
Can you tell us how many apprenticeships there is on offer and what sort of areas they cover?
The Academy has got several different curriculum areas, and one of the biggest ones is going to be hospitality and culinary arts. So you can imagine that sector is important for everybody working in the hotel, restaurants, public and private sectors. So there'll be a whole range of apprenticeships just in that sector. Then you've got electronic servicing. We've got one of the major contracts with Samsung and Dixon's Retail, Currys, PC World. So those companies take on apprentices, so we'll have apprenticeships in that area as well. Retail and customer service, and a new one is dental nursing. That hasn't even been advertised yet.
What do you look for in a typical young person who might be interested in an apprenticeship?
What I have found working with a lot of employers is that qualifications are very important, but employers look at something else, and what they look for is someone that is interested in what they want to do. If you pick something you enjoy, you will spend a lot of time and effort in making sure you do the best and become the best. So when you pick an apprenticeship, when you pick the employer that you want to work with, you've got to want it. Not what anybody else wants, what you want. You know, how you speak to people, how you dress, how you perform, how you work in a team. teamwork is so important as well.
Okay, after listening to you, I'm sure a lot of our listeners would like to take the next step. What should someone who's interested do now?
We've got our website. If they go on to kidderminster2012.co.uk, you'll find on there all our courses. There's some lovely case studies of some events we've done as well, and there's contact details on how they can contact us and get themselves on a place on the academy, which I actually believe is a fantastic opportunity for pupils in Kidderminster region.
Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you as well.
Stourport.
Hi!
School.
Radio!
Well, that's done and dusted, I think, Katie. Our listeners should now know everything they need to know, ready for when high school has truly ended.
We hope you've loved listening to our extravagant voices,
as much as we've loved having our minds exploded with the reports and the lovely interview.
Thanks, Kaboomers, for listening and putting up with us, a pair of animals.
It's been rather top-notch, and to end the show, we're going to blow it up and set fire to it with the boys from My Chemical Romance with Nana Now.
3, 2, 1, kaboom!
This podcast is a production of Kerrang Radio.